Hi there! Thank you for watching my vlogs. I got a very positive reviews about my previous posts, and today's post is about the biggest property theft in the history of art from Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. On March 18, 1990, 13 high-profile works of art worth around $500 million were stolen from the museum. Among the works that were stolen was the concert by Johannes Vermeer, one of only 34 works attributed to this artist and also the most valuable of his paintings. Another particular precious work stolen was Rembrandt's The Storm on the Sea of Galilee, which is the only known seascape painted by Rembrandt and therefore invaluable. 30 years on, the FBI have not been able to find any of the 13 works, and the museum is now offering a reward of $10 million for any information leading to their recovery. How did the theft happen? Dressed as police officers, the thieves walked into the museum right through its main entrance shortly after midnight, tied up the guards, and took 13 works. The empty frames that were left behind are still on display in the museum. I saw it many times. Horrible picture. This targeting of particular works seems to point to the possibility that the theft was commissioned by a private collector who ordered for these particular works to be stolen and is now keeping them in his or her secret private collection. Another possibility is that the thieves took the works opportunistically, hoping to sell them to private art collectors. Notably, such thefts often lead to what is called the boomerang art thefts. Thieves start to panic about how to get rid of stolen art shortly after the robbery and abandon the stolen works somewhere nearby. In 1991, for example, two men concealed themselves in the gallery and robbed the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. All 19 paintings taken were discovered only 35 minutes later in an abandoned car just a few miles away from the museum. As Robert Whitman, a former head of the FBI's art crime team, stated in one of his interviews, in the art world, the true skill is not the stealing, it is in the selling. In other cases, activists steal or damage art out of ideological reasons, as an act of protest. In 1956, two Irish students stole Bert Morisot's Summer's Day from the Tate Gallery in London, an impressionist masterpiece that is now worth more than $10 million. The students believed that the painting was property of Ireland and wanted to seize it back in the name of their country. And then there is another type of an altruistic theft, people who are obsessed with a particular artwork and want to own it no matter what. At the extreme end of this spectrum, there is the case of Stefan Breitwieser, one of the most prolific art thefts of modern times, who stole over $1 billion worth of art. An ordinary Frenchman with an extraordinary love for art, Breitwieser trawled museums and private collections across Europe for years, stealing over 200 pieces of precious art until he was finally arrested in 2001. According to Interpol, more than 20,000 stolen works of art are currently missing around the world, including Rembrandt's, Renner's, Van Gogh, and Picasso's. We can only guess what happened to the 13 works of art from the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum and hope that they will resurface and be returned to the museum for the next generation to enjoy them. While art lovers continue to guess where these works are held hostage at the moment, I am already working on my next post. And then I would love to hear your thoughts on where you think the stolen Gardner artworks are today. Thank you for watching my blog.